Dear students, today I am going to discuss sewage treatment. What is sewage? Sewage is basically municipal wastewater. Actually, it goes into the drainage, from the drainage into the ditches, pools, into the rivers. This municipal wastewater consists of even human excretory materials also and pathogenic bacteria. So this sewage must definitely properly treated before it is going into the rivers. So that sewage treatment I am going to discuss. The sewage treatment takes place in 2 or 3 steps. One is primary treatment. The second one is secondary treatment, and if a necessity is there, the tertiary treatment. Tertiary treatment may or may not take place, but definitely primary treatment, secondary treatment. The primary treatment takes place in primary settling tanks. Primary settling tanks. These particular sewages in which some floating debris will be there, small soil materials will be there, pebbles, and by sequential filtration and sedimentation, the primary treatment takes place. So the primary treatment that takes place in which the sequential filtration takes place, in which the floating debris, maybe the polythene bags or some cotton materials, etc., they are filtered, and then it is a sedimentation. The grit, the soil and small pebbles, they are segregated. In the primary treatment, we are not at all using any microbes. That is why it is a physical process. It is a physical process. Once the primary treatment is completed, the sediment will be formed and the effluent goes into the, for the secondary treatment, into the aeration tanks. The effluent goes into the aeration tanks for the secondary treatment. Secondary treatment is said to be biological treatment. A very important step. Biological treatment. In this particular sewage, organic stuff will be there, because we just dump even the waste food materials also into the drainages. So in this secondary treatment, which is said to be biological treatment, the organic stuff materials are oxidized by using aerobic heterotrophic bacteria, aerobic heterotrophic microbes, and also of course the fungi. While the process is taking place in the aeration tank, continuously the air is pumped into it and mechanically it is agitated. As the involvement of the aerobic bacteria and the fungi are there, it is said to be a biological treatment. And the bacteria and fungi together they form a mesh-like structures or appearance that is called as floss, F-L-O-C-S. What is a floss? Floss is nothing but bacteria and fungi together they form a mesh-like structures which is called floss. Secondary treatment is so important. We just monitor the BOD, biochemical oxygen demand. It's a very good indicator of the pollution levels. On account of these bacteria and fungi, the BOD value, if it is decreased, that indicates the pollution levels are low. If still the BOD value is high, that indicates still it is to be treated. Still it requires some more secondary treatment. Once the secondary treatment is completed, the effluent that will go in of the aeration tank that goes into the secondary settling tanks. Secondary settling tanks. And the sediment of the aeration tanks, the sediment that is called activated sludge. A small amount of that activated sludge, that's called as inoculum, that is again we are using for the aeration tanks as an inoculum. The effluent from the aeration tank that may undergo tertiary treatment. Tertiary treatment, because of the scarcity of water in some places, that water is for domestic purpose people, they may use the treated water. So the tertiary treatment is said to be a physico-chemical process. In the tertiary treatment, chlorine gas, ozone gas, zirconium, perchlorate salts, they are used, and we also treat with UV rays or reverse osmosis. We are using chemicals, we are using a physical process also, and hence the tertiary treatment is said to be a physico-chemical process. Why we are doing the tertiary treatment? Because maybe in this sewage some pesticides may be present, like DDT, these things may be present, the turbidity also will be more. So that is why in order to regulate them, we are doing the tertiary treatment. Once the tertiary treatment is completed, we can reuse that particular water. So there are primary settling tanks in which the primary treatment is done. The secondary treatment is done in aeration tanks, and after the secondary treatment, the effluent will settle down. It will go to the secondary settling tanks, and the sediment is meant for anaerobic sludge digesters. The sludge what we got in the secondary treatment, and that is undergoing anaerobic sludge digesters. Methanogenic bacteria. Methanogenic bacteria, as you know, they are anaerobic. When we treat the anaerobic, these particular materials, the sludge, with anaerobic sludge digesters, with these bacteria, methanogenic bacteria, we get the biogas. Biogas is a combination of methane, carbon dioxide and H2S, we get it. So we are getting that biogas from the natural waste materials, bodies we are getting. Coming to in India, Ministry of Environment and Forest, they are taking care of the STP, the sewage treatment plants. They are taking care by these people, Ministry of Environment and Forest, they are taking care of STP projects. On account of urbanization, our rivers are polluted much more, and in a 1985 Ganga Action Plan and Yamuna Action Plan, they have come. So the Ganga Action Plan and Yamuna Action Plan, they are purely meant for the purification of the rivers Ganga and Yamuna. So this is the sewage treatment. Sewage treatment is a very, very important activity. Once they're treated, then only the water can be, we can leave it into the rivers.